for everyone is the easy answer, and it kind of does what it says on the tin. It is for all abilities, able-bodied beginners, or those coming back to rugby after long-term absence, injury, moving around the area possibly, but also those players with additional needs that maybe have never considered rugby before, love it from an outside perspective. Warriors fans that just want to try it. They might have some form of additional need, dyspraxia, dyslexia, sensory need, anxiety, depression, dyslexia, dyspraxia, anything and everything really. they're all welcome when we include everyone in the game.
It strikes me this is a brilliant idea, particularly perhaps for people wanting to try the game, because so many clubs now, you might have a first 15, possibly a second 15, maybe the Colts. But if you're coming in, if you're too old for the Colts, you've almost got to go straight into the second 15, and that can be quite daunting, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. When I first got involved with mixed ability at Worcester Rugby, we sadly only had a first team and sometimes a second if we could get enough lads together. It's really been a salvation, I think, for the club. It's something we're very proud of. It's brought in over 100 new members and players to the club because it's that easy introduction either into the sport to begin with or back into the game. Very sociable, very friendly, very welcoming, inclusive, as we'll talk about. And it's a stepping stone then. Once they've got their confidence back, shaken off the rust if they've played before, they can make that stepping stone back up to senior rugby, to high level thirds, twos, even ones. And we've had players go all the way up at the club here, probably a handful up to the firsts, a good half dozen or so to the seconds, and then most of our third social team is made up of former mixed ability players. The club have been hugely supportive of the project from the start. To begin with, they kind of let us get on with it. They didn't maybe really get it, but they've been so supportive since. They regularly turn up to our games. Our last game recently, we had a double header, men and our new women's mixed ability both played on this pitch we're standing on now, pitch 1, right close to the bar, which is always handy. But the chairman was here, the director of rugby, the secretary, all turned up, the president, all to cheer us on. For me, as someone who's moved to Worcester, it is an obvious one. It's a no-brainer in terms of grassroots sport and whatever level. The mixed ability model works for all sports. You've got to get more customers in. Grassroots sport in lots of ways is not dying but struggling to get people back or to keep people in, and it's realising that people have other things to do on weekends. They want to spend time with their kids. The old model of women do one thing, men do another is gone. That's long gone now. We do more things together. There's food festivals and gigs and lots of choice, so we have to give them what they want, which is fun and friends and memories and stuff like that, and that's what mixed ability sport is a great entry point for doing.
Now then, you've won a national award. Tell us about that.
We have. It's been quite the year. Worcester's been to the Mixed Ability World Cup in Ireland and came 6th out of 24 teams. We've set up a women's team, of which we're very proud. We've played their first game now. And now, we've won the UK Coaching Inclusion Award, which we're hugely honoured for, because it's pretty much what, our DNA is what we stand for. Yeah, hugely honoured and chuffed to have got the award. And there's a large team that helps mixed ability happen. There's a good 7 to 10 other people who help me in terms of coaches. We have a safeguarding team as well, and a team manager. So this is great recognition of all the hard work and the hours they put in volunteering. But yeah, I'm sure our last training session before Christmas is Thursday the 15th. Every Thursday, it's a little pointer for new members. We have free food after training. So hopefully with our Christmas jumpers on and that, we'll maybe do a presentation then if the award arrives in the post in time. That'd be lovely.